what's going on? Welcome to Stretford Paddock. I am Adam McCullough. He is Joe Smith. We are here for the team news. Now, we've got half an hour until the live watch-along starts with the pre-match show, Tate's team talk, all that good stuff. Myself, Steve, Joe, and, of course, Mr. Stephen Allison as well, who is pond them ones and twos right now and will be on the screen very, very soon. Joe, we're going to have the team news coming up. Now, we've seen 4 Premier League games where Manchester United have not made a change, Joe. Not one change. That team has been De Gea, Wan-Bissaka, Lindelof, Maguire, Shaw, Matic, Bruno, Pogba, Rashford, Greenwood, Marshall. Have you got the team yet? Has there been a change? And how are you? I'm
very good, thanks. The team should be coming out any second now. We are at 7 o'clock exactly. The team is here.
Oh, the team is here?
Yes.
Drum roll, please.
Yes, drum roll, please. Actually.
Ow.
Does this fun thing where you go on Twitter.
The picture doesn't load because they want you to download the app.
The picture doesn't load because they want you to download the app. That is correct. If you get on the app.
If I slide you to my phone, you'll be able to see it, maybe.
Unchanged, apparently. Is it? Unchanged side. So that means De Gea, as you can see on the screen there, Wan-Bissaka, Lindelof, Maguire, Luke Shaw, Matic, again, Holding, Pogba, Bruno, Mason Greenwood, Marcus Rashford, and Martial up front. Another unchanged side for United. 5 games in a row.
5 games in a row.
At what point do you think it becomes ill-advised to keep...
If we were to do it against Palace and Chelsea.
You think that would be silly?
I think we'll see changes against Palace midweek. I think when you look at that team, it's a very strong team. And I almost think Ollie's reacted to the results that have happened. And he's kind of saying, let's go and get this game won.
Yeah.
Because I feel, personally, if we win today, we will get Champions League football because the momentum will carry us through. We'll win at least one more of our remaining 3 games. And I see Leicester and Chelsea dropping even more points. So I think Champions League football will come for United, even with City's ban being turned over and all that kind of stuff. So I'm quietly confident we'll get it.
Here's a question for you then. We saw the first 20 minutes against Aston Villa, I thought were the weakest we've looked since post-lockdown, maybe other than the Tottenham game. Are we slightly concerned there may be a complacency, there may be a sort of a overconfidence in this side, or what would you put down that initial kind of sluggishness against Villa to?
I'm hoping that because we were a little bit sluggish against Villa, also Bournemouth, as well, if you remember, we had a little bit of a quiet start against Bournemouth. So I'm hoping that Villa game, that Bournemouth game, will hopefully give them a little bit of a kick up the backside, that we can't start slowly in this game. We have to hit the floor running. And also, you look at Southampton, how well they've performed. Can you get their team up for us well? Yeah. How well they've performed in their last couple of games, especially since the lockdown. They've only lost 1 game, albeit against Arsenal. You'd expect anybody to beat Arsenal at this current point in time. But they have got other results elsewhere. A draw against Everton, the beaten Manchester City. Yeah. So you look at them and you think, this is a team that's getting results. This is a team that is ticking in the right direction. They're playing with no pressure, which is helping them as well. But there you go. Let's see the team.
This is an unchanged Southampton team for the 3rd match in a row as well. So they're a team that has got their 11 settled. They're enjoying that. They've got Alex McCarthy, Kyle Walker-Peters, Jack Stevens, Jan Bednarek, Ryan Bertrand, Oriol Romeo, James Ward-Prowse, Stuart Armstrong, Nathan Redmond, Shea Adams, and of course, Danny Ings up front. Is he the word for you tonight?
He's on fire, isn't he?
He's proven himself to be sort of, a top striker, isn't he? The thing that he's obviously been touted to be his whole career. He got that move to Liverpool. Only injuries have sort of stood in the way of this kind of form for Danny Ings. Do you just think he's just a very good player?
I think he is, yeah. Obviously, when he went to Liverpool, he had a few injuries, didn't he? He went to Liverpool, was it from Burnley? He went to Liverpool from. And you look at him and you think, out of the games we've got remaining, you look at our fixtures, Southampton, Palace, West Ham, Leicester. Danny Ings is probably the most, outside of Jamie Vardy, one of the best strikers in the league, and we're coming up against him today. And that's why I am half worried about this game, because not only can Hassan Hüttl get a job out of his team and get them playing in a certain way to get a result. We drew with them at their ground earlier this season as well. And you think about the team that took the field there, it's completely different now, but nevertheless, Southampton are a team that can get a result against us. I'm not fully certain we're going to win this one, although I am confident.
Give the video a like as well if you're enjoying this Unchanged team by Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. As you can see on the screen there, we've got the remaining fixtures for all of the teams vying for that top four spot. Obviously, no Sheffield United or Wolves in there, but of the guys who are really in and around United at the moment, we can see probably Chelsea. Two very point-droppable games. Obviously, they've got Norwich, who are already relegated, so there's no reason for them. That. But in terms of point droppability, Liverpool champions.
Is that the new XG?
Liverpool point droppability. Liverpool are champions, of course, and they maybe aren't going to be at their top form, but they seem to want to get some sort of points record or something. So I wouldn't expect that to be a pushover. And of course, Wolves as well, who with that 3-0 win yesterday over Everton, have still got a lot to play for when it comes to Europe. So it's not easy for them. And Leicester, of course, Sheffield United on the back of this Wolves Chelsea, who they've already killed both of them. They've got Leicester next. So Sheffield United aren't going to be easy for Leicester to face. United have clearly got the easiest running of all three. Do you think that,
on paper?
Like I said, well, yeah, of course, yeah. It remains to be seen how those games go. But do you think that, as you mentioned before, in terms of point droppability, United have also got a game in hand when you look at those points on the side.
Yeah, because our game in hand's today.
Yeah. Right. Are you expecting then the United to be the only team not to drop points in those final 3 games?
I think we could drop points.
Yeah.
I think Palace away, difficult game. They've not been playing fantastically well recently, but Roy Hodgson's side are when a team's comfortable in the league, you never know. You never know what kind of performance that can inspire from them. You look at some of the players they've got, Wilfried Zaha. So they've got players that can cause us problems. We've been involved with a few games against Crystal Palace in the past, which have had a lot of goals. Their fans not being there at that game at Selhurst Park will really help us. Same with West Ham.
Yeah, I was just going to mention
coming to Old Trafford. David Moyes' side are in.
And also, Mikel Antonio is obviously bang on form, getting 4 goals the other day. And he is the sort of striker that Lindelof hates playing against. Strong,
if we let
good
him
in the air and
score
fast.
4 goals, of course, 2 goals against us, we don't deserve Champions League
I doubt
football.
that he's going to score 4, but Lindelof against Antonio, that's not the sort of thing that fills you with too much confidence, is it? We know the sort of player that he struggles against.
I'll actually disagree with that and say I've felt more confident in Victor Lindelof, although I agree with you where his weaknesses are or where he's more challenged. I've felt more confident in Victor Lindelof since the break than I have done with Harry Maguire.
Okay.
I genuinely think we've seen more to be worried about from Harry Maguire and Eric Bailly maybe than we have from Victor Lindelof. And I'm glad that's the case, because I actually think Harry Maguire is probably one of them where he'll sort it out quicker.
Yeah.
Get his performances back on track quicker. Whereas Victor Lindelof, maybe not. The team news for you guys that have just joined us, if you're joining us late, is David De Gea in goal, Luke Shaw, Wan-Bissaka, Victor Lindelof, Harry Maguire. We've got Matic, Bruno, Pogba, Rashford, Marshall, and Greenwood. I've just seen a pizza come in, and we were asked if we wanted to order anything.
No, we weren't. We weren't consulted before this pizza was ordered, but there is pizza in the background. Stephen Housen is cheering. He's always taking his shirt off there, and he's got a big tattoo of a pizza on his belly, and it's made in the shape of a clock face.
His tongue is tattooed as a pizza slice.
Yes, it's a clock face with pizza slices, and it's pointed constantly to pizza o'clock right on his belly there. In terms of subs for Man United, can't get them up.
I've got the subs here because Stretford Paddock
so
graphic will load up on my screen. Do you know what I'm saying there? We don't make you download an app or anything like that, so follow us on social media. Romero, Bailly, Williams, Andreas, Fred, James, Mata, McTominay, and Igalo. And I just think McTominay, Andreas, James, Mata, all started in this game. All started in this game last time at St. Mary's.
And so who else started in that game? Ashley Young, I believe.
Ashley, at left back. Ashley? I say Ash. Yeah.
So what are you expecting from the game? Gives you score prediction before we go. I just wanted to know the subs bench. You told me that.
Yeah.
Score prediction.
Charlie is a red. By the way, make sure you message me. Yeah, we need a halftime report from you. I've just seen him with a super chat in there saying, "Love you guys." First off, mate, cheers. Well, thanks to your old man for paying for that. And secondly, where you at? Make sure you're getting involved with the channel. Your dad's got our phone number, so send us a WhatsApp video. It'd be weird if I was saying to a kid that he's got my phone number, wouldn't it?
Bit weird, yeah, but
his dad's got my phone number.
So,
his dad.
What's your score prediction? Let's talk about people's dads.
I'm going to go with Jesse Taylor. You see how I incorporated the comments there?
That.
You love that?
Yeah.
I'm going to go with Jesse Taylor and say 3-0 Man United. Not only is it going to be the 5th game in the row where we've made no changes to the team, but it's going to be the 5th game in a row where we win by 3 or more goals in the Premier League, which will be a record. Does that mean that we get the title?
We're extending our own record. I love it when they do that. Like Usain Bolt. That's the proper Usain Bolt thing to do, innit? Extending your own record.
Break your own record.
Yeah, we love that. I'm going to go...
Break your own PB.
I'm going to go 1-0 United. I think it's going to be really hard. Really difficult game today, but scrape a win. I'll take it.
What's your PB?
PB at what?
Anything?
Let's have a think. Probably... This is pretty loud. No, that's my personal best in terms of disability. Disability.
Can you do that?
Like a decibels.
No one can do that.
4-1. What, peeling your insides out?
That's my personal best.
You can do that?
Yeah. I just did it.
I didn't even see it. Let's see it.
No. We can't go back now.
Do it!
No.
Why can't we do it? Let's see. It doesn't count as nudity.
Does it not?
Nah, do it, mate. Oh, it flicks inside out and you can see all the flesh. Right, we're going to be back for the watch-along at 7:30, so make sure you come back for that. We've got the pre-match show leading in to the watch-along.
Any other watch-along?
Don't be on any other watch-along.
I got Mr. Stephen Howson, I got Andy Tate, I got Jesus, and I got me, the BAME representative on this panel. So make sure you're here, yeah? I'll be in that corner, and we'll be back for the best watch-along in town. So make sure you're here. The real watch-along for real Reds from the real team. Yeah?
Yeah.
Does that sound right?
Real estate.
Real estate.
Yeah.
He's a real estate as well. 2.5K watching this. So I want to see, before we've even gone live for the watch-along, all of you mofos waiting for us. So make sure you're there. Until then, any final words, Jeebus?
See...